Good morning. Got another half-inch of rain, and we got new tracks. Let's just say that these could buy a very nice used pickup for what those cost. We're just gonna do the front two, and then we're gonna have a spare on hand because we've got 4 of these tractors with these tracks on. So it's maybe foolish to not have one on hand for these situations, but we're putting new skins on her. See how this process goes. We're hiring it done. Our local tire shop is where we bought these from, and then they're gonna put them on because we've never done it before. I'm sure it's easy, but they have nice equipment and tools. Brody's so excited that Big Wheels is leaving, he's just tearing her apart.
You told them?
I did announce that it was the last 12 rows that you'll ever see this combine harvest on this farm.
We had a very special moment.
Did you?
Yep.
Did you give it a nice kiss, or are you gonna kiss it?
No. I'm not.
I never even got
You got cab corn last year.
So unfortunately we have to swap around all of our mods. One of them, the most in-depth mod, is this slow-down feed accelerator kit, which is so much fun to do.
Yeah, can we take this tire off so I can reach in there?
So basically we gotta swap this pulley and a pulley up in there in a different belt, put it back, because we want this kit on the new combine. And he's taking all of his cameras off, his flag off. What else? All the cab stuff's out.
Here comes the workers.
Here comes the guys that are gonna fix our mess. They've done that a couple of times. They didn't even touch it.
You want to take out your mud now?
Yeah, that is actually, I think we should. All of them are stuck inside the big drive wheel. See what I mean about having the right tools? I wonder if our service truck boom would have been able to, it's about the same type of setup. They literally didn't touch that track. They just used the boom. Brody, do you need help? Hello, Brody. Oh, you're in a fun spot. Good thing you're small. Look at you in there with big wheels. It's eating you. I like your light.
I know, it looks great.
All right, we got that all back together. It was more of a challenge than I thought. We destroyed 2 bearings. We used the kit actually off my combine after we wrecked the bearing out of the kit in this one's combine. They're all the same, but gotta get 2 new bearings. We did get that all put together correctly with a good bearing. So that's done. That has to now be put on to the new combine whenever, probably this winter. But we're back to the way the combine came to us. So the tire guys, they're gonna put these tires, they've been in our shed for many years as you can see. They're gonna put these on the 1086 because the tires that are on there are cracking apart and we're in fear that they might blow up when we're using it sometimes. So they're gonna swap tires. I'm gonna go check out the tracks they've just got done putting on. There she is. That looks pretty nice. So these are Camsos. They no longer make this brand. Like the company ain't even, from my understanding, in business anymore. They've been bought out. Anyways, so these are Camsos. I think they're the best ones you can buy actually, according to the salesman. Anyways, they got it back on. I think he aligned them, or aligned them best you could until we actually get using it and going long ways down the road with it. But that looks nice, 36 inch, just like what we're on there. How long till the back blow out? Didn't know tracks could blow out, but that was definitely what I'd call a blowout. Oh, look at the mud everywhere. I'm gonna go try it. We'll see. It looks wet and it's just misting. The window's all full of mist. May as well go join the boys. The only problem with this one is it is so big and heavy that it's a lot like the problem we have with the Salford. It's just too heavy for when you get into these really wet conditions, and it just, you raise the implement and the wheels go down and then you get stuck. So let's try to avoid that today. I don't like how these conditions look out here. It is ugly. Water right by the approach. I'm not even gonna attempt to lower this unit here. It's hard to walk on those. Not saying a word. Okay, I can't pull it out here because the implement is too big. It's not sinking to the point I get stuck, but the minute I put it in the ground, the tractor just spins out. So, these new tracks though, they don't stick with mud very much. I kind of like that. Granted, they are in the front. Oh, look at that mess. Oh, gosh. Anyways, we are pulling out of here anyways because this here needs a special blend of fertilizer on it that we're actually hiring done due to the program that we are signed up in on some of our acres. So it's got to be variable rated, which we are not equipped for doing. So we have to quit here because this had hog manure last year, so we don't need to fertilize it. This has to be variable rated. This side of the farm's actually drier, so I'm glad we're getting the ugly stuff done in case it rains more. Look at that. Would you just look at that? This is where all the grain carts took all of the grain off this approach here. So it's really compacted and really smeary. Like the water is not soaking in at all. It's actually standing water until he rips it up. Kind of like, you know, right here. That is just, it's amazing. We'll grow a crop, great crop here next year, but it sure don't look good now. As you can see, the compaction is quite great here. You can see where the ripper point was sliding through, bringing up hard gumbo. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when winter's closing in on you? He's missing a leveler. I made it a long time. Got a clinger. Nice. Nice. And right here's that 12 acres that I was combining in the dark and in the mud. And also the big parcel that my picker snoots left the chat right down there. Oh yeah. You know, I don't even know if that's going to be physically possible to till. We'll see. We may have to wait for some frost on that one. So this is actually the field we ended harvest on yesterday. Yesterday, in fact. And we were loading trucks right here. So this is what's happened overnight with another half-inch rain. We were loading trucks literally right where them muddy tracks are. It's really gone downhill overnight. Okay, this was 5200. He's been here all day and having nothing but trouble with plugging. So he actually went a mile down there. That field's got a lot of tile in it. Hopefully it'll work better. Yeah, that's why the rippers are out, because it's just, these are barely working. Well, nothing to it but to do it. So this field, a lot more rocky than where we've previously been. That's a huge reason also why we love that 5200 when it's dry, because it don't bring up rocks. Like our rock picking has, since we started running vertical tillage tools, has gone down to a third as much at least, maybe a quarter. Like the rippers, they do what they sound like. They rip, and they'll rip rocks out. The disc kind of will roll over the rocks, and allow them to stay in the ground. Now we're gonna start hooking rocks out. I've already hit 2 that probably should think about getting out and checking shear bolts, because then that's the downside of these. You hit a rock, yes, they have the tripping mechanism, but it can only take it so many times before the shear bolt goes, and there's where the 870 case really shows what a, I'm not gonna say it, I'd never smile when this tool comes out of the shed, because she likes to eat bolts and T-bolts and you name it. It's a high wear piece of equipment. There was a rock. I was trying to watch, see if I start leaving a streak, then you know one of the shanks is just dragging and not, it don't fall off, but well, we'll maybe get to experience it later. But needless to say, that's 5200, this is 870 obviously. Can't really tell a line at all. They're doing equal the job. I kind of like tillage for a while anyways. It does get boring, but it's fun to turn it black. I do enjoy that part of it. I heard and seen this one go. Wow! Wow! Aggressive bang. And bye-bye bolty. So that bolt breaks and then this trips back. That might be, oh, it might be a challenge. But if you're wondering why, I found myself quite a large rock here. Right here's where the point, could have been that one. Maybe that's probably that one that hit it and snapped off. Oh, how many else are broken? They all appear to be straight. This looks like it's plugged with mud. Oh, that's doing a lot of good. Just dragging it along. Come on. Oh, that one's plugged too. All right, well, 15-minute break, which won't be a break. Fixing, get the fix. I got a bolt. We left in such a hurry. That's all I got, not even a wrench. Oh, I do! There's some in here. Good deal. I don't flex very good. Okay, good deal. The hammer, crescent wrench, bag of wrenches. Perfect. Thank God for power tools. That took forever. Lock nut. Let's go hit another one. Alright, I put a little baby wire flag next to it. It's only 44 degrees out, and I don't have gloves. My fingers are really getting cold. Ask me why I don't have gloves. Because when I left the shop, it was warm. Forgot that it's going to get down to 29 tonight. It's a good thing. I want a little bit of frost. The next week here, it's supposed to be highs of mid-30s and lows in the 20s. So, yeah, that should free stuff up. Let us walk on water. Oh, yeah, this field's even worse, and it's dark, and oh, look at the pluggers Chris has been having here. So anyways, Dad came out here and said, I think you guys should quit for the night and do this mud hole in the darkness. Or instead of doing it in the dark, let's wait till morning. And Jordan got on the 2-8. Yeah, I think so. It's not working well over here at all. I can't see, and it's really, really wet, which is fine by me because I'm very exhausted and it's 9 o'clock at night. So good quitting time. Oh my. Are we gonna collide, Chris? Jeepers. Look out, you crazy devil. I'm in the mud hole and he almost ramps me. What the heck is going on? Look at the big trenches I'm leaving. Oh, you can't see. Window's so dirty. Oh, that's ugly. He's really working. Oh, barely moving again. Dig! Dig! Raise! And it's plugged up. I knew it. This one just don't work in the mud. It just don't work. Man, the lights on this thing are terrible. Oh, I can't wait to get to the pickup. This is a horrible idea for me to come down here, Chris. said, come help me finish the last round over here. I don't like it, Chris. I'm scared. Oh, are you plugging again? Chris's lights, I can't see anything. That looks like one plugged up track to me. Yuck. Kind of difficult to get out of there. I don't know if it's best not to look at it, just worry about it some other time, or look at it and then not sleep all night. I'm gonna go with the no sleeping. That's what I thought I seen from the cab, where it gets up into the fender. Oh yeah, yeah. Nothing changes from one wet year to the next. Oof. Jordan, you've been in some slop.
It's muddy.
That's an understatement. It's like a lake out here. Is it supposed to sound like that?
Yeah.
Well, we're back to the farm. We just pressure washed our boots up. I think Brody did say he's, I think, got to blow it off yet. Well, I know it's got to be blown off, and it is not done yet. And then that thing's complete and ready to leave. He's got her stripped down, and we are going to call it a night now. I'm going to go home and sleep, and we'll see you in the morning. Thanks for watching. Please stop in again.